Hello, friends from the comic book and manga world. My name is G,
And I'm Hector.
and we're here to talk about the November 25th, 2024 FOC. Hector and I, we work for Penguin Random House. I said that so fast.
Yeah.
We work for Penguin Random House, and the titles that you'll see today are those that we can sell around the world. Aside from this YouTube channel, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and on X at PRH International Comics, where you'll see our posts and updates on there. So definitely check us out. Comment down below on what you'll be interested in picking up for this FOC, and we'll go ahead and get started on our picks. And actually, the first one up is my cover pick for this week, or I have multiple. This is one of them. It's Deadpool Wolverine. This is issue number 1. This is the gallery variant, and this one is done by Joshua Cassara. And this one we have Deadpool and Wolverine back again together in this ongoing series. The writer on this is Benjamin Percy. I picked this cover because I like the contemplative, looking out at the art and the one contribution that Logan has done is just the marking, the slash, the very artistically placed slash. I just love it. I don't know. It's just it's simple, but it says a lot. So yeah, had to be my pick for this week. Oh, I don't hear you, Hector, unless it's just me.
Sorry, I turned on my mic because my dog was barking. Here we
Uh,
go. We continue with Daredevil Unleash Hell, Red Band number 1. This is Stephanie Hahn's variant. This is pulley back because it's part of the Red Band. New sort of grittier, more adult books from Marvel. And this is written by Erika Schultz and illustrated by Valentina Pinti. And oh my God, this is such an amazing piece of art by Stephanie Hans. I've talked about Stephanie Hans several times on this channel. And, I got to meet her a couple times, so she's amazing. And we got to speak a little bit in Spanish because she lived some time in Spain. And this is just like, speaking of art, like the previous one, it looks like a painting on a wall, and you see the sort of the paint, the black and red sort of dripping, kind of imitating blood, but you see splashes of it on the wall behind too. Elektra looking amazing on this bust of of Elektra. And on this book, I just want to mention that it's gonna feature not just Elektra, but also God, I forgot the name of the villain, but the villain that's going to be in Born and the series, TV series Born Again, is going to be featured in here, which it hasn't been featured in comics for a long time. So yeah, so looking forward to this. Looking forward to this cover. There's so many amazing covers. There's 8 covers total for this book, so make sure you check them out.
mhm. All right. Next up, I have Behemoth issue number 1. This is a cover by Jay Martin. I just love the perspective of being eaten up by the monsters, but you don't know what the monster looked like. You're just seeing the teeth and like the horror.
Yeah.
I love the concept of this story. We have like this giant monster that attacks the city, which happens a lot in the
Yeah.
comic book world. But what's interesting is this monster swallows a bus like full of citizens, and then we have this like one woman who must fight for her life, and so they're all trapped in this beast, like still alive but trapped in the beast. And the woman Sarah and her fellow bus passengers must like find a way to like figure out how to get out. And they also figure out that they're not alone in the monster. Dun dun dun. You gotta figure out more. So this is a
Yeah, yeah,
four
yeah.
issue miniseries. Really exciting, cool concept. So had to mention it here. Cool cover as well.
Yes, very cool. And we continue with Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 28. This is the Ivan Coelho variant, and this is continuing amazing story by Kali Siegler and illustrated by Daniel Di Nicolo. Um, and so cool. We get, in this story we get to see Miles in Wakanda. So on this cover we see him uh, just slinging through. I think I he's in Wakanda, but I think maybe that's the skyline. I don't know. Maybe it's the skyline of Wakanda, but it feels more like it's the New York skyline behind there. We have to take a closer look later to determine, but also or ask Ivan. But also I see the you see the sort of the shadow or the silhouette of Black Panther right there, and the playing colors, the lines on this are amazing. It all looks so good, like every Ivan Coelho cover. So this is so cool. Can't wait for this cover for sure.
Mhm. All right, next up we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Naruto issue number 2. This is the variant D, and we have Janoy Lindsay on art here. So we have a from IDW and Viz Media, this awesome crossover between both teams of ninjas, the turtle, the and Naruto and his team. So I chose this because it's so cozy. Like you just, it
Yeah,
looks like they're probably eating some ramen and are like huddled together at the booth, and just slipping on some soup noodles.
yeah,
I love
and
it. I don't know. I love that you can tell who's inside just by the
yeah,
back.
yeah. You get all the details.
Part of the
Yeah, I
back.
mean, and for fans of Naruto, I'm a huge fan. This is heartwarming because this is Ishiraku Ramen, which is such a big part of the
Yeah.
show. And it's sort of like at the end of the day, Naruto would find comfort in here after all his troubles. So this is very cool,
Yeah.
awesome. And then we continue with Star Trek Defiant number 22. This is the retail incentive variant 1 in 10 by the amazing Takashi Okazaki. I feel like every time there's a Takashi Okazaki cover, I pick it, but it's because I love his art so much. I'm such a big fan of him. I'm a fan of Afro Samurai because he's the creator of Afro Samurai, but also he has been doing covers for comics all across, different comics, mostly for Marvel lately. Um, and most recently he did a bunch of them for Star Wars titles, and I think the biggest one recently was when he did the one for Star Wars Visions back in 2022. But then he did some other ones, and he's continued to do several. I know this is the first time he's done Star Trek. I don't know if it's the first time he's done IDW. Don't know that, but I definitely know that it's the first time he's done Star Trek. And you see here, I'm guessing it's Worf. I don't want to. I want to assume that all Klingons look alike, but it does look like Worf and some other um, samurai-looking character. I think it's also a Klingon, and just giving him his sort of pencil chalk kind of look to this cover with a little bit of color with the red banner, um, looking very very cool, very war torn, like the Klingons tend to do. And also note this is not gonna be the only cover that he's gonna do. He's gonna do another one for the next issue. I believe there's maybe two more or more. I'm not completely sure. I know for sure there's another one in the next in issue 23. So for fans of Takashi Okazaki, definitely you need to pick these up.
All right, and then lastly, for our news for this week, Random House Graphics is getting into manga and will be launching a new imprint called Ink Pop. And this will
Hmm.
be the debut title that's going to be released from them. It's going to be released next year in 2025. And so, just to tell you a little about this, the title is called I Want to Be Your Girl. And we have a girl whose best friend, basically her best friend is comes out as transgender. And so unfortunately, like the world and society doesn't look kindly upon her friend like trying to be herself and she's beginning to dress like a girl, but she's still being bullied and harassed. So the main character here, is not going to stand for it. So, as like a way to make her feel a friend feel comfortable and like to like show support, she dresses as a boy when her friend is fully dressing as a girl to fully like be in their identity. And so it's a way to support her friend. And of course, with all the trouble that is happening, that they're getting, the harassment, the bullying that they're receiving, there's just this like really pure and like beautiful love story. And, because the main character has a crush on her friend. So you see that form and blossom in this story. So highly recommend at least looking into it. Again, this is going to be releasing in 2025 next year. So yes, really excited for it.
Excellent, excellent. Yep.
And that's it for this FOC week. Thank you all for joining us. And as always, comment down below on what you're excited to pick up on. And we do more of these videos, so check out our other videos on our YouTube channel. And we'll leave you with that. Bye, everyone.
Bye.